watching Some TV.
Are you ready to advance your career in health and management? Higher Ground College of Health and Management Sciences
Yes, good morning, Nigeria. Welcome to Some TV Morning Show. I'm your host, Abraham Minor Joda. Monday mornings can be tough, but we've got a dose of inspiration and insight to kickstart your week. As the saying goes, Monday is a fresh start. So don't let yesterday take up much of today. Let's shake vibes and tackle this week with enthusiasm. But let me tell you a quick story. A small spark can ignite a flame. One small step can lead to a big journey. What small step will you take today to make a difference? What will you do differently today to change the narratives? In today's show, we will explore issues that has to do with the major stories on the pages of the newspaper. We also have the Pidgin section, and we also have the Taraba News section of the morning show. So be relaxed, grab a copy, grab a cup of tea, grab a cup of kuno, grab a cup of water, whatever it is that will keep you relaxed for the morning show. So we will keep you engaged with conversations and thought-provoking insights. And with me this morning to keep this conversation going is Mr. Moses. Mr. Moses, you're welcome.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, Mr. Moses is a graduate of Taraba State University Mass Communication and is a staff of the Some TV and a very proficient technical person and social media handler. You're welcome to this morning show.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure being here.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to have young and refreshing, intelligent young people on the morning show because you bring these different vibes than we old men. So how was your weekend?
My weekend was very fine. I had enough time to rest and prepare for the week, so it was very lovely. Very good.
Okay, very good. I know young people, you always have very good weekends. No obligations whatsoever. It's a free, did you go to any party, in wedding or what?
No, I didn't go to any party or wedding. I just had time to rest from the stress of the week. So it was a good weekend. Just for relaxation. Okay,
thank you very much. Let us go to the papers this morning. Let us go to the papers. Okay, let's start with the Guardian. The Guardian, I guess we have the Guardian there. There's these stories on the Guardian. Take the stories on the Guardian for us and let's see which.
Okay, on the Guardian this morning, 2027, ADP admits gang up to unseat Tinubu as Uzodinma dismisses coalition. That is on the top left-hand side of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Then we have Nothing new to reveal. Presidency dismissed U.S. court on Tinubu's drug case. We also have Ndumi raises alarm over renewed Boko Haram attacks in Borno, seizure of LGAs. That is on the top right-hand side of the Guardian paper this morning. And the major headline on the Guardian this morning, we have Labour laments high cost of living, braces for wage renegotiation. I want us to discuss this bold headline this morning about Labour lamenting the high cost of living, and they are also calling for a wage renegotiation. I think it is a good one.
Yes.
If you look, constantly Nigerians have been crying out for high cost of living. People are lamenting, people are crying. They want a lasting solution to this particular problem of high cost of living. When you go to the market now, you want to buy something that you buy 500 naira before, now you get it for 1,000, 1500, and we don't know whenever it is going to stop. So what do you have to say regarding this headline this morning?
Well, if you use data, you'll find out that even though our wages have increased, in quotes, the values of those wages are less than what it used to be before 2023, because the prices of goods have increased, and these are essential goods that necessities that you can do without. So the negotiation for 70,000 minimum wage has increased the money in the eyes, but it hasn't increased the value in the market. Yes. So there's a need to renegotiate this. There's a need to renegotiate it, and if you look at it as it is, there are even instances whereby some of the states have not even started paying to some sectors, like teachers and the local government staff. So it is not something that has covered all, and even the private sector. A lot of the private sectors have not keyed into this minimum wage. So there are a lot of issues that Labour. And one thing I want us to speak, which I will expect Labour to do. Yes, Labour, whenever it goes on strike or goes on industrial action like that, it affects everyone, whether you are in the organized private sector, whether you are a member of the Labour or not.
Yes.
They grind all activities. But when this negotiation is done, it only favors their members. So there should be a way, if they will include us if they include those not captured, the market women, whenever they go on strike, it affects everybody. So why don't they also look at the way in which this negotiation for wage increase or whatever it is, they should also negotiate for people outside of that bracket. So those are the things that you look at. Okay, look at the story. They say despite the implementation of the national minimum wage across 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory, stakeholders and labor unions have raised concern about the cost of living in the country, insisting that many workers are able to feed their families. That is just the basic truth.
And one thing is that this minimum wage, as you said, you see it as if it is a huge amount of money, but it is very small. 70,000 naira. Even you alone as an individual living, will 70,000 naira sustain you till the end of the month? Imagine a family of 4. Let's say father, mother, and 2 children. How will they be able to cope based on that 70,000 naira minimum wage? So what Labour is talking about is an issue of concern that has to be looked into. And for the states that are yet to implement this, and also private companies, I think they should do the needful by implementing the new minimum wage of 70,000 naira. At least it will help in a little way. So still on the Guardian paper this morning, we have Labour leaders allege FG's exploitation, petition ILO UN. Then we have Code of Conduct Bureau to check corruption with e-access declaration system. You can find that on page 7 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Then we have Jega-Fort varsities over rash of honorary awards to unworthy characters. You can find that on page 5 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. I think what he said is actually
anybody doctor, they just award the honorary doctor degree, doctor.
Yes.
And you see some people that you begin just simply because you hold as a politician, you just say he's a doctor without, and the value of that doctorate, honorary doctorate degree has been abused by some universities. Both the government and the private universities have abused this process.
And some are awarded to people that have not even made impacts.
They made any impact,
You
yes.
just see somebody and you just pick the person and award him a honorary degree. So what do you have there this morning?
Well, for me, let us go to another paper here. Okay, let's go to the Vanguard. Yes, sir. Let me look at the Vanguard. The Vanguard there at the top left of the Vanguard, we have tariff, economic instability, job losses, forest inflow loom. That is from Nasima. Our federal government needs to turn adversity to opportunity, adopt viable, affordable, homegrown democracy. MPA should forget 15% fee hike. That is according to Manufacturing Association of Nigeria. So also on the right hand, top right hand is Army decries poor Igbo youth enlistment in military service. This is this thing has always been coming up during enlistment for police, military. There's always this low turnout from the south, especially the southeast. And if the need is maybe 1,000 from the southeast and only about 700 turn up, there's a need to fill in that quota. It will be taken from other places, other states. But in years to come, when you check the data without looking back at what occurred, it will look like there's a kind of marginalization.
Yes, I think for whenever there is a recruitment exercise, I feel that yes, there's every quota that is allocated to every region. Yeah. So I feel that maybe it is from the people of that particular region.
Yes, they've shown
maybe
that.
They don't want to apply. They feel that it's not something that they need simply because they do businesses, they do other activities that bring them money. So something should be looked into. Maybe we should encourage our youth to join the military, and we should make sure that the work environment, everything goes on well. It should be well taken care of, their welfare, so that you encourage people to serve their nation.
Now look at these stories. Before I go to the major headline, which I will discuss, let me just take other stories around the front page. Say Tinubu moves to halt APC member defection from CPC bloc. That's according to sources. That is on page 9 of the Vanguard. Then you have Soyinka slams NBC for banning Idris Abdul Karim's song. That is on page 8. I see no sense in the banning of the song. The way music is now, you can stream it from people send from Spotify. So the banning it is giving it more publicity. I didn't know about the song until I heard it.
Likewise, me, I did not know that there is a song like this until I saw the news that NBC has banned this song.
And the next thing that comes to everyone, let me see what
let me see the lyrics and all that.
We also have Palm Sunday, can't condemns Plateau killings, demand justice. Then we have also PDP governor meets over Fubara as Tompolo assures of his return. Then on sports, Chukwu exit of the field marshal, the death of Chairman Christian Chukwu, former captain of the Super Eagles, former coach of the Super Eagles, and also captain of Rangers of Enugu. And those days, may his soul rest in peace. He's a Nigerian legend. He's one of the greats. He's the first person to captain Nigeria to a Nations Cup trophy in 1980. He's a legend and he's a great person in football in Nigeria. So let's go to the major headline on the Vanguard. It has U.S. court order on Tinubu. Nothing new in FBI DEA records on drug case. Presidency says court days indict president. Let me just read out the stories for, let's see what, okay. They say the Nigerian presidency has downplayed recent reports of a U.S. court ruling ordering the Federal Bureau of Investigation and Drug Enforcement Administration to release documents relating to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, insisting that the contents of such record are neither new nor incriminating. And in a statement released on Sunday via his official X platform, Bayo Onanuga, special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, said the reports in question have been in the public domain for more than 3 decades and contain no indictment against the Nigeria leader. So his remarks came in response to widespread media queries following a ruling last Tuesday by Judge Barry Howell of the United States Court District for the District of Columbia, directing FBI and DEA to release non-exempt documents relating to past investigations involving the president. So this story is about some people approached the court that the DEA, which is equivalent to the NDLEA in the US, and also the FBI should release any information, documents that has to do with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu while he was in the US, some classified informations. And I think the court has granted the prayers of those that went to court. So the reports will be released for the public view. And also they have said, the presidency said that there's nothing new in those reports, and it has also been in public domain for over 30 years. So I think with the time we will know those reports will be released, and we will be able to verify by ourselves if there's nothing, if there's something. And to me, it's a good thing because there has been a lot of speculations over what are in those files. So if it is released to be public and we know what's there, if there's nothing incriminating, life goes on. And if there's anything there, they will delete it from there. So, what's your take on this?
Well, you have already said everything, so it is good that the truth is unraveled. It should be properly investigated, check the documents, check everything, check any incriminating thing, so, and get the information. So if it is actually true, then action should be taken. And if the information is false, then, as he said, life goes on. Everybody moves on as if nothing has happened. So that's what I have to say about this.
Okay, let's move to another paper here this morning. We've done with the Vanguard. Let us go to the blueprint. The blueprint. Are you with the blueprint there?
Yes, I have the blueprint.
Okay, very good.
Okay, the blueprint here we have. Lawyers back Uzodinma on Nzeuku's appointment as Imo CJ. We have that on the top left-hand side of the blueprint this morning. You can find that information on page 7. Then we have IPI, Nigeria appoints Idris Garba Shehu Egbemode 26 orders to committees. You can find that on page 6 of the blueprint newspaper this morning. We also have business news. Chinese conglomerate to invest $1 billion in Nigeria's sugar industry. Then sports, 1980 AFCON winner Charles Bassey dies at 71. Also Palm Sunday, CAN condemns Plateau killings, urges justice and unity. Then on the major headline this morning on Blueprint, we have FG flags off 777 billion naira Abuja Kaduna Zaria Kano Road project. Then we have also on the Blueprint this morning, we have presidency dismisses US court ruling on Tinubu's FBI DEA reports. Then energy sector reforms to sustain current account surplus. We have that. That's by Finched. You can find that on page 23 of the Blueprint newspaper this morning. Then Nigeria's gas sector attracts over $5 billion in investments. Then also we have NOA, Partners Anti-Corruption Advocate for Nigeria Happens to Me project. Also, you can find that on page 9 of the Blueprint this morning. So yeah. I would like for us to discuss this Chinese conglomerate to invest $1 billion in Nigeria's sugar industry. I think Nigeria has a buoyant sugar industry. That is, you can see what Dangote is doing. You can see what other businesses are doing when it comes to the issue of sugar. You can see we have vast land to plant sugarcane. Some of them are wasted. Some of them are used for consumption. Some are used into other products. So I think it's actually a good one, especially if it is going to bring a high return on investment. So the Chinese are doing their best to see that they invest in our economy and it brings out something tangible. So what do you have to say concerning this morning?
One thing I know about the Chinese is that they understand, the Chinese businessmen, they understand this our terrain very well. They know how to survive, no matter what the condition is in any country in Africa. The Chinese know how to go there, whether there's war, whether there's economy upriver. Even if when our own people are doing Japan, yes, the Chinese are coming in because they have come to understand how we do business around there. So if they actually do this investment, they will succeed. That is one thing I know with the Chinese. And 1 billion naira in the sugar industry is a very, very big one. And Nigeria is a large market, over 250 million people. So there's always a demand. When it comes to Nigeria, there is always demand for goods and services. So it's a good one, and it's going to, this investment will provide jobs. It will bring in forex, and it will also boost the economy. Yeah. And even where this the factory will be sited is going to somehow affect the economy of that place,
development in that
area.
And so I think for them to go into something like this, they would have done their homework. They would have gathered data.
I trust the Chinese.
Yes, they don't just go into it blindly. They have gotten their facts, gather information.
The Chinese don't throw their money away.
They don't waste money.
They don't. Well, okay. That is that for the blueprint. Let us go to another paper. We have the Nigerian Tribune. The Nigerian Tribune has on the top right, on the top left corner of the Nigerian Tribune, we have SEC bans on registered digital assets exchange online forex platform. That is on page 5 of the Nigerian Tribune. There we have air passengers volume drop amid biting economy. That is on page 6 of the Nigerian Tribune. Let me take other stories before I take the major headline of the Tribune. It says, tell your papa, Soyinka slams Tinubu's government, wants Idris Abdulkarim's song on ban. That is on page 3 of the Nigerian Tribune. The UBA unveils upgraded POS terminal revamped money app. The Nigeria attract over 5 billion new gas-related investment in 12 months. That is the President Nigeria Gas Association. The presidency said no new revelation as U.S. court orders FBI DEA to release records on Tinubu's investigation. Now for the major story, we have our Supreme Court rulings landed PDP Labour Party in further crisis. Abure remains in charge, says Labour LP spokesman as Apapa Nenadi lays claims. PDP in limbo as members await decision Ayam Ude Okoye. Then our internal mechanisms we decide way forward, say Ologun Agba of the PDP. Let us look at the major story, the Supreme Court ruling, which was meant to settle the issue of these parties. It seems to have thrown the party into more problem because they told them the court has no power to decide your internal. It's not the right of the court to decide the internal runnings of your party. Your party have rules, they have a constitution. Go and use your constitution to resolve your issue, because by the time you are liable body, turn big canary, you have a problem within your party, you run to the court. It created. But again, they have an issue. That is why they went to the court. Now, because they couldn't resolve the issue, now you told them to go and resolve it. I think this will make us begin to take the constitution of our parties, the ideologies very seriously, because you know that you have no place to run to. You must resolve it yourself. And I keep saying it, if you can't resolve your internal issues as a party, then you have no business saying that you want to come and fix Nigeria.
If you cannot
fix it,
yes, how will you fix the problem?
Don't you think so?
I actually think so, because every party has a constitution. You have a constitution. There are policies there, there are ideologies there that will guide the conduct of members of that political party. So now, if you are having crisis, it should be that constitution that will still solve that issue. what happens when there is this particular crisis? When there is leadership tussle, what happens? Who is going to be this? Who is going to be this one? Who is going to hold this position? So this kind of thing that is why the Constitution is there in the first place, to tackle issues like this. Not everything you have to run and go to the courts. People will know that, oh, there is disunity in your party. But when you solve it amicably, nobody will know what is actually going on. And you've tackled other problems, like how to win in parties, in elections, and other things like that. Not every time going to court, crisis or there or the other. So if you cannot manage the affairs of a political party, how will you manage the affairs of a country of over 250 million people?
So let me just read this. It say, though the leadership of the two parties have hailed the decision of the Supreme Court, which in separate judgment affirmed the control of the parties' positions by internal mechanisms of the political parties, the two parties are yet to experience any respite. While the PDP is fretting over the determination of the true occupant of its national secretary position, the Labour Party is threatening to determine its national chairman. Now, three claimants have emerged in the battle for the chairmanship of Labour Party. In the Labour Party, you have three chairmen now emerging: Nanedi Usman, Julius Abure, and then Lamidi Apapa. So these three people are laying claim to the chairmanship.
But I want to ask something. Is there no election? How do they select who to become a chairman of the party? Is it through election? Or
yes, what happened was that Abure was the chairman. Then 2023 came. Because of the election that was coming, they didn't want to do, so they gave them a 1-year extension. So the 1-year extension expired by June or July 2023, thereabouts. Then they were supposed to do a new election. But he went on his own without consulting some stakeholders there to do a convention. And he was elected again as chairman. But the other people say, no, that convention is illegal because you didn't carry the critical stakeholders along. So they did not recognize this. They said his tenure has expired. Yes. As a matter of fact, he is not supposed to conduct a fresh convention. That is, but he's laying claim to it. Then those ones, they now came together and say, let us set up an interim committee to run the affairs of the party. That is how Nanedi Usman came in. She's the head of that body that is looking on how to move ahead with the party. So she's there. Then Lamidi Apapa was the deputy national leader, chairman of the party. He had issues. He was suspended. He went to court. The court restated him. Now he's coming out. He said in their constitution, if the leader, the chairman, is not is being suspended or removed from party and there's a vacuum, the deputy national president, the most senior, automatically becomes the head of the party. So he now took that, so since this is what did this is, I am automatically the head. So you can see that is a very, very dicey situation. And the same thing has to do with Senator Anyanwu Honorable Sunday Okoye of the PDP, the national secretary. This is a long story. If we begin to tell you,
we spend much time.
You spend much time. Sometimes I say, if they can solve their problem, I don't think within the short time we have here, we can resolve the problem for them. There's a need for them to go back. Do you have any paper with you there?
Okay, I have the Daily Independent here with me. The top left-hand corner of the paper, Serap asks Akpabio Abbas to withdraw bill targeting bloggers. You can find that on the Daily Independent newspaper this morning. Student loans, NOA uncovers fraud by banks, tertiary institutions. Then going down, Soyinka criticizes FG for banning Idris Abdul Karim's protest song. You can find that on page 7 of the Daily Independent newspaper this morning. We have federal government bans on registered digital asset exchanges, online forex platforms. You can find that on page 6 of the Daily Independent newspaper this morning. Despite Trump's tariffs, US seeks to deepen trade ties with Nigeria. envoy meets Tinubu in Paris. CAN condemns Plateau killings, urges leaders to embrace servant leadership. Going downward, nothing new in FBI, DEA records on Tinubu's drug case. Then we have Nigeria's $3.42 billion air cargo at risk as Trump's tariffs resume soon. You can find that on the Daily Independent newspaper this morning. So I would like for us to look at this. Federal government bans unregistered digital asset exchanges, online forex platforms. I think is actually a good one, because there are so many, when you go online, when you go on social media, so many platforms are telling you that they can help you with this one, they can teach you forex, they can do this for you, they can help you with your assets and all that, and these things lead to scamming, lead to fraud. So I think if you want to engage in something like this, you should be duly registered for accountability. If anything goes wrong, they know who to hold responsible, instead of just doing things blindly and getting away with fraud. So what do you have to say regarding this issue this morning? Well,
I believe that any business that has to do with people's finance, people's assets, it must be done by a registered platform. Because once you're registered, there are some procedures that you go through to ensure that, yes, you have some reputation and you can be held accountable. You can sue and be sued. But when you are not registered, don't know where you're from, people entrust their assets or their financing to your hand, and you disappear into thin air. Who do they hold responsible? But so it's a very good one. It's something that I know a lot of people may say, some people, not a lot of people may say, why don't I allow them do their business? But no, you shouldn't allow people do such business without them being registered. And any serious business that is really a genuine business, we do take its time to get itself registered. It is even a thing of pride to say that, yes, we are registered with SEC.
Yes.
We are registered with the
CAC, your certificates,
and the rest of it. And you are also registered with other relevant agencies that have to do, because you may have a CAC, but you are not registered to do that business.
That's true.
Well, if I have a CAC for a company that is supposed to do pure water, and I'm not running forex online trading, I'm not registered in that field, so I may be a quack as far as the world is concerned. So there's a need for us to begin to take those things serious. And for those of us that engage in such online this thing, you have to be very careful with your funds. Be sure of who you are dealing with. And there's this wave of using influencers, bloggers, content creators to do adverts, and they will tell you they will create content around it and say, oh, if not for this online this thing, that is where I do my Bitcoin, I do my this thing, you have to be very careful.
There's something I saw recently. There is a platform that I think is CEX or something like this. It has been trending these days. That people invested.
Yes, I've seen the picture.
Yes, I saw the news recently.
200 people at their offices.
People were just at their offices. And the thing is that people do not do their due diligence. They just go ahead and invest blindly because they want to double or triple their money. But when you do your due diligence, look at the records, look at their website, look at everything. And some may come as genuine. But even if you want to invest what you can afford to lose. But you see people in hundreds of thousands, millions, because they want to get quick money, which is very, very bad. So we have to be careful with what we invest our money in. So don't just entrust your money to people because you want to make quick money. Yes, the country is harsh, but you can still do something legit and make money from it. So what do you have over there?
I think we still have I have the Punch. Yes, I think I have the Punch here with me. Okay, let's go to the Punch. Yes, I've seen it. Abdul Karim's anti-Tinubu's song gain stream as Yinka Slam NBC. That's just what we are saying. It has been deeply streaming it all over. Then you have autonomy. Several and four local government challenge federal government states in court on Tuesday. This is I think I will look up to this story. The autonomy, the local government challenge federal government states in court on Tuesday. They don't have the information of that story, but it's a story of interest to me. Then you have another one there, say, presidency dismiss U.S. court order on Tinubu article President dismissed court orders on Tinubu. Article differs. You can get that on page 8 of the Punch. Then federal government rules out flood preparedness campaign in 30 high-risk states. It's very important. 30 states are at risk in the upcoming months due to flood. And I think campaigns should begin to enlighten people on the dangers of this flood. Some have to move. Some will have to move.
Especially
what to be
those
done.
people living in riverine areas, they have to evacuate and go to places that are safe. And in fact, if you know that your area is where water normally gathers, there will be flood. So there is a need to start preparation.
Definitely. Then look at the major line. Battle for Rivers. AGF moves to defend Tinubu as PDP governors mobilize 11 SANs. Fagbemi drafts Supreme Court response. PDP berates President Iba as Tompolo hints at Fubara's return. That is on the major story. Let me just go through what is written here. They say the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, SAN has sprung into action and commenced drafting the response of President Bola Tinubu to the People's Democratic Party's governor's suit challenging the declaration of emergency rule in Rivers State. The PDP governors on their part have engaged 7 senior advocates of Nigeria and 6 other attorneys to battle federal government at the Supreme Court on what powers the president has to declare emergency rule in the state and suspend the democratically elected institution of the state. The SANs hired by the governors include Bolaji Ayorinde, Itayo Jegede, Kamaldeen Ajibade, J.A. Mumuni, Musba Adetubi, Samuel Atung, and Yunus Abdul Salam. The others are MS Atolagbe, Ezenwa Igbebunam, Chiamaka Nagu, Olakunle Lawal, Abdul Jalil Musa, and H.A. Adeleke. Those are the lawyers that are going to battle it out with the federal government.
It's going to be an interesting one.
Yes, sir. The PDP governors are contesting the appointment of a sole administrator by the president to manage the affairs of Rivers State pending the duration of the suspension of Governor Siminalayi Fubara. So I think this is a good one. The court will decide, and it will set a precedent so that in the future you can always refer to the Supreme Court, Supreme Court's decision, and it will sort it out next time. Maybe the president has the powers or does not have the power. That will be settled at the end of the day. So it will bring some sanity to that section of the Constitution, which I feel it is neither here nor there as it is right now. But I think that's all we can take for the papers this morning, for the morning show. Let me see if we have any other paper before we...
Okay, we have... Let me quickly take Daily Times. The Daily Times.
The Daily Times, yes.
All right. Sunday, Jackson, we appeal to Governor Fintiri to exercise his prerogative of mercy on May 29. That is by Ogegbe. You can find that on page 2 of the Daily Times newspaper this morning. Then we have police arrest herbalist over death. Mutilation of 11-year-old boy in Adamawa. Then we have Lakurawa terrorist raid Zamfara community, set homes ablaze. You can find that on page 10 of the Daily Times newspaper this morning. We have U.S. court orders FBI, DEA to release Tinubu's investigation records. So I would like for us to look at the major headline this morning, the issue of Sunday Jackson, the farmer that according to what we read, that he defended himself, but eventually he was arrested, he was jailed, and he was sentenced to death, is it by hanging or so? So now there is a court, there has been a public outcry regarding this issue that since it is in the issue of self-defense, it has been established that it is the issue of self-defense. There is no point of sentencing him to death. I have a right to defend my life. You have a right to defend your life and properties. So there is no point of still seeing me as a culprit. He was the victim, not the culprit. He did not go out and attack anybody. So I feel something should be done about this. Justice should be served, and I think he should be.
I think since the governor has the prerogative of mercy, and he can, that's why they're calling on me. I'm also joining the call that in May 29 to celebrate, which is May 29, it should be among those that the governor should grant pardon. It should be pardoned, and I think it will go a long way. And I know Governor Fintiri is someone, is someone that have shown that he is very likely going to do this. So we are calling on behalf of Sunday Jackson. Based on the information we have, he did it in self-defense. Yes. He had to protect his life, but the courts felt different. Maybe probably because there was no evidence, yes, to prove that it was in self-defense. So we're calling on the governor of Adamawa State to look into this matter and grant mercy to Sunday Jackson. And I believe that is the call of many Nigerians too on this matter. There's a need for Sunday Jackson to be pardoned, and he should be reintegrated back in society. Right. He has learned his lesson, and lots of people have learned from what happened. And I think there's a need also to look at the factors that lead to these attacks and counter-attacks. You can see it going on in Plateau State, going on in some parts of the country where herders and farmers are having serious issues. There's a need for the government to look at how to completely solve this issue of herder-farmer clashes across the country. So, well, on this note, with this appeal to the governor of Adamawa State, Governor Fintiri, to please exercise his prerogative of mercy, maybe on May 29, to grant pardon to Sunday Jackson. So from Some TV here, we have come to the end of this segment of the morning show, and we'll be going for a short break. Don't go anywhere. The morning show continues. It's just this segment that is going for a break now, and we'll be back. So stay tuned and don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
RU Executive Transport, a transportation company ready to change the transportation narrative in Taraba State and Nigeria at large, bringing comfort, safety and reliability. Witness their impact on the people, the economy and Nigeria's transportation future.
RU Executive Transport Company was actually incorporated sometime in 2024, and the decision to establish the company was actually born out of a burden for travelers to Jalingo, especially from Abuja. And I saw that need and tried to reach out to existing transport companies to fill the gap, but they were not forthcoming. And so I decided to go into it myself. That is the main essence of this company, to connect Taraba State to other parts of the country, especially Abuja and Yola, comfortably for executive travelers.
We offer executive services to both individuals and group of people. The kind of services we render depends on the needs in which our customers wishes for us to offer. Either wedding, conferences, ambulance services or car hire services, we ensure that we give you the very best of service.
We offer shuttle services. We started with Jalingo Yola, and right now as I'm talking to you, we are already looking out for a terminal in Abuja, because Abuja route is actually the ultimate. That was the motivation behind the establishment of the company, so that travels between Abuja and Jalingo can be done comfortably. So we are trusting God that by April, before the end of April, we will start the Abuja route. We are already looking out for a terminal. And so that is the basic thing. And we go into car hire services too. You can hire our Sena buses, you can hire our Hummer buses, you can also hire our ambulances. So we have all these types of vehicles in place. And I want to say here, What I mean by travel in comfort is that if you are traveling with our Sienna bus, for example, we don't take more than 5 passengers on our shuttle trips. But if you hire it, we allow you to take up to 6 passengers. In other words, 3 people can sit at the back, 2 at the center, and 1 in front. But if it is through our shuttle services, it's only 5.
We ensure we take off on time and also arrive on time, most especially for our airport passengers that would love to catch up with a flight to their various destinations. And also we provide comfort and relaxation. All our vehicles are fully air-conditioned vehicles.
RU Executive Transport, a transportation company ready to change the transportation narrative in Taraba State and Nigeria at large, bringing comfort, safety and reliability. Witness their impact on the people, the economy and Nigeria's transportation future.
RU Executive Transport Company was actually incorporated sometime in 2024, and the decision to establish the company was actually born out of a burden for travelers to Jalingo, especially from Abuja. And I saw that need and tried to reach out to existing transport companies to fill the gap, but they were not forthcoming. And so I decided to go into it myself. That is the main essence of this company, to connect Taraba State to other parts of the country, especially Abuja and Yola, comfortably for executive travelers.
We offer executive services to both individuals and group of people. The kind of services we render depends on the needs in which our customers wishes for us to offer. Either wedding, conferences, ambulance services or car hire services, we ensure that
my country people, on a good morning this morning, and I dey welcome on to the Pidgin show, this Pidgin section of our newspaper headline review wey dey for inside the morning show. But shall we know the knack story from newspaper with the knack where they happen for inside our community and our society. My name is Esther Oka Stephen, and with me this morning and my correct guest will be Auntie Mercy Joro. And the people are not going to forget to wish on a happy new week. As today na Monday, I pray make una get blissful new week this week, my country people. Okay, now correct when it happened for inside the Taraba State on Thursday will be 10th and 11th. Let me carry on nakuna this morning. As our president's wife will be Senator Oluremi Tinubu and the vice wife when it be Ajiana Shetima, they carry correct enter for inside the Jalingo, my country people. Even if they come demonstrate humility and simplicity during this campaign program where they carry come will be the Shine Triple Elimination campaign program where we say that to eliminate the HIV and AIDS for inside the Jalingo State. Now that campaign now carry come talk home for inside now. So people who say when it be said they get the HIV and AIDS, 2 women according to our correspondent when it be said them go there to go carry report it come. Our correspondent to talk say 2 women when it be said they get HIV and AIDS, then come outside, they come share their own story. Say they're not even shame at all. The gallantly stand for there. Even say the one when it with me pass after I watch that video. Now when one HIV woman come outside, they come talk say somebody when he dey HIV positive fit him marry person when he be say he no get HIV. Now so I call put Marty, they look and say eh? Me sef no even sabi I think say na HIV to HIV fit in Mario. Now the woman wey come outside dey talk say and e no even dey possible say all their children go dey affected with the HIV sake of say e get drugs when e be say dem dey take it. Me no go talk for this matter now until Auntie Mercy Jero Chukwumat. How you take see the visit of our mama, our first lady, wey be Senator Oluremi Tinubu? How you take see the visit and the campaign that Thursday and Friday wey dem come?
Na very good campaign, because as you talk as a me man no know say every HIV fit marry. Now she come now, they can't do enlightenment, they can't educate us, because you get plenty people wey no know discrimination full society. Person wey can't get HIV now say one marry that, they will say no, they run away from her, because no go marry. But as she don't come now, she don't give opportunity for people to even stand up. See how she bold, the lady bold to stand up. She don't stand up now, talk say, see oh me oh, I get HIV oh. But before people they run, you understand, people they run away from people. But as she talk now, she don't help other people where they hide for cutting. They don't open cutting now, come to say, okay oh, if this woman fit come out, if our mama for up, no dey ashamed, she dey welcome.
Concern HIV matter, if una get your only opinion or things to talk for inside this visit, una fit call this number where they display for una screen. Just as Auntie Mercy take you talk, in fact now she come outside. I don't even know say we get gallant women. Honestly come outside to come talk say, I be HIV positive. I don't know say women like that today all my country people. Like this one when the woman come talk now, it shock me well. Say they even fit marry somebody when he dey positive. My country people, this one and they call you say love is blind yo. When you know say your partner get HIV, you still come carry because she don't come outside, you come talk, you say, una fit marry, una will come begin they do anyhow, they jump anyhow, they follow waka anyhow, turn to waka jugbe. Say come say una get hope, say if una marry, una children, they no go dey affected because of say una dey collect medicine. Okay, country people, those of una wey just dey join us, this is na the pidgin section on the morning show. And a tori we carry come nakuna. Okay, we get one caller on the line. Make I receive am quickly. Okay, the call don't end. Now the pidgin section 9 be this where we dey nakuna tori, and the first tori where we carry nakuna this morning are concerning the visit of our president wife, wey be Senator Oluremi Tinubu, and she come carry this eliminating HIV and AIDS campaign carry knack for inside Taraba State. Auntie Mercy myself come even hear say those two gallant women wey come outside say beat their chest say yes dem get am and they are ready to talk, dem no go shame. I even hear say our governor do correct for them, no be so.
Now so I see now better thing wey our governor do. I applaud Governor Abu Kefas.
What do you say do for those two women itself?
Be like saying give them kits, give them maybe to support them, yes, to encourage them.
You give them kits to support them, even yourself you can't give them work, join them, as Auntie Mercy take you talk nana. You give them kids and you also give them something. Even if you can't knock them job as Nayera for Auntie Mercy Matu. She don't applaud Governor myself. They tell Governor thank you for this initiative, for this support when he carry give these women. And Auntie Mercy, as you can see them, as he knock them with this job and help where you talk now. You can see and say those other ones where they shame. They can say, hey, if it will say I know now, myself for come outside.
Yes.
If it will say I know. So many of una for out there, una don't know where una help go fit to come out from. Make una know they isolate una self. Make una know they separate una self. Make una know they feel say, now me get and now let me not get HIV. People go carry me talk. People go do like this. Make una know they isolate una self. Now they kill una self. Una see our president wife don't come teach us love. Even the self governor to come show your own love by supporting them, giving them a job. One of those women wey come outside come dey talk this matter. She said she have 3 children or 4 children. Now no come see and say that courage when she gets to come outside don't come butter the bread of her family.
Yes.
Even say I sabi say, okay, all my country people, make we pick this call. Hello, good morning. Wetin be your name and where you dey call us from? Hello, good morning, Oga. Now where you dey call us from and wetin be your name? Okay, we lost that caller, my country people. Even yourself, Auntie Mercy, when that woman come outside with that other one to come talk, you don't know the kind of feeling where the husband go get. He go first shop say, hey, my wife don't go outside to go disgrace this family. This woman, you go feel the talk say this woman, you go come meet me for house, I go deal with am. Hey, this woman don't go to expose. Who knows say we get HIV for our house. Hello, make I pick this call, country people. Oh. Hello, good morning, and why you dey call us from this morning?
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello. Okay, oh my country people, as the tori take dey go this morning. So the husband go even fit dey talk say say this wife don go come as come meet me for going to talk say we get HIV and AIDS. Shey una understand o, but see am now the wife don come outside and as the wife come outside better don come enter the family.
And the women too, as God don show them better thing and as they bold enough to comot, may they also open their hands to welcome other women, not just women, to even the men. You know, the men society don't make us say they could just hide their face because they go through one way. You know, HIV not be true sense that they get and the other way that they get the HIV. So as they don't stand up now, give that boldness, but that not come their side, then mommy they open their arms wide, welcome people too, encourage other people too. Maybe they know they make them say that they okay because we don't do our own, they can't keep quiet now. No, now so society they take better. Oh, you they help one, they take help the other, you take help before you know that society done better for everybody.
Okay, make I pick this call, country people. Hello, good morning, and where you they call us from? Okay, from Lagos State, thank you. My country people, this caller are from Lagos State and network no agree us to continue this call. Just as Auntie Mercy take you talk this morning. Auntie Mercy talk say e get various means when e be say people dey contact this virus, no be until you do wakajugbe na you go get am. Even say where you dey go barb your hair, make you dey careful, country people. If possible, make you dey go with your own clipper because of say this thing dey run through blood. They fit give somebody cut for head and you yourself you no go know. You go come go sit down there. That's why say they use one fire. Say they take many of them know they carry that thing near and where they can't take and cut you. People go come they wonder no be this brother when he be I come to take get HIV. So make una dey careful. Even self blade, razor blade. The one when you be say somebody don't use it before, it not necessarily mean say you go use and carry your 100 naira go get a razor blade. Country people, so make una dey careful as Auntie Mercy take it talk am now. Okay, another story when I carry to come now this morning in my country people. Now tori concerning two people as na dey sabi am for here, we dey always dey tell una say make una dey always dey sincere to each other. Even sef when una dey waka, make una dey tell una loved ones the place when e be say una dey waka enter. This na tori of society matter when e happen concerning this Facebook social media wahala, my country people. When e be say one policeman invite inside chick talk say abeg come meet me for this hotel make we run things together, country people. As this woman carry herself from the state where she comot from enter society, my country people, wey dem go lodge for hotel. After every in the morning, this man no fit get up again. My country people, then confirm and say the man bye. As the tori take dey go, so una sabi say when issue like this come up of our elder dey abuse minor, all those kind of activities, una sabi say we no dey call the name of the children dem. And at last when we don confirm the matter, where we go come begin dey call the name of this elders, this baba when e be say they dey do this kind thing. Now so as this story come take come outside, country people, as I dey talk to una now, we never call this woman name and the police officer name. But on how the story dey go, una trust us for something, we dey knack una story with the name of the person. On how the update, how they take touchlight this matter, we go still come carry the conclusion knack una for this place. But meanwhile, as I take tell una na so the matter take be, and so the matter take dey for ground now. When talk person come go into investigate this matter to touchlight, and then the woman say she travel for another state, say the policeman na her Facebook friend. My country people, na so the woman he bend head, he put am for ground, and this man he don already kpai. Auntie Mercy, make you help me touchlight this matter because the woman self na married woman as dem kpai am. She come out to leave the husband, tell the husband say she dey go for her brother place. Now from there she can't go land for another man place. If it was say death no come now, the husband for think say na relation place. Now this woman waka go. Auntie Mercy, make you chook mouth for this matter. Wetin you fit talk for inside this matter? E pepper me well, but I want make you talk before me sef go chook mouth.
The thing too much. My mouth too heavy to even talk am. I be able to say a single girl, I mean a unmarried woman will leave her husband. Plenty things for me to talk about, but first make I first arrange the man matter first. Now old man, you see, you know be everybody you see for social media where you know say the person they all right. Now that man maybe no a health status. Okay. Maybe na heart attack can't make and kick buckets. Or maybe na another thing now as they don't go run their parole. Or maybe go take something. You know some of these old people or men they take something to make them feel say they strong. They want to compete with other people. But maybe they don't go drink something now. You can't go get one issue for body. Now you take that. So as human being, as people, as society, more they try to go hospital once in a while. They check our body. They check our body, more know wetin they do us. No be every time we go see something shake body say no be Africa, nothing they kill Africa man. Now you know they know that one oh. You know they know that one. And more they do stop they do self medication. If una they feel say the symptom no gree go hospital go check yourself. And then the woman, you go leave your husband house. Okay. You go leave your husband house. Go another man. Please how about now? Society know they spoil. They know they I don't know wetin they teach the younger generation now about marriage. They know they try, may they help us, you know, sit us and they say that waiting elder they see up sitting down waiting they see up now where small pikin even if you climb tree no go see am. But now how we want to know waiting the elder they see even if he climb that same tree where they talk say no climb. You understand? So this thing it is very bad. Now very bad thing. If you are a young girl and you are listening to this, no try am. Okay. If you are a married woman, married woman, marriage now for better for worse. Unless na domestic violence. Yes. But no go leave no matter what, no go leave your husband, go meet. Social media na place where people, mad people full everywhere for social media. No be normal people dey social media. So we can stay very careful. Now the husband go to say the mama don't go her brother place. No say another man place she don't go. Now she don't go put herself for problem which she no supposed to put herself for. Who knows? Maybe she even leave children for house. Abasimbok. Mona no try am again. I beg. No one hear this kind news again.
Okay, country people, for those of una wey just dey join us. This is not the pidgin section of our morning show where we dey carry knack una every morning from Some TV. Before una waka come sit down this morning, we don talk on matter concerning HIV and AIDS matter campaign when e be say our first lady Senator Oluremi Tinubu carry come visit Taraba State. Even herself with the creation of job opportunities for two of the women wey gallantly come outside without shame talk say dem dey HIV positive. Even herself advice come take carry reach us to talk say if HIV positive fit marry person when he not get HIV, and it not necessarily mean say all their children go dey HIV positive because of the drugs where they take. And the advice where we come mean say make you not feel say because of say positive and negative if it marry you say we can't feel say and we want do better we fit do anyhow we still get husband we go marry us if it do anyhow if it get wife we go marry us make una sit up and make una tighten una but everybody luck it dey different. So I thank God for the promotion when he be say Governor Abu Kefas, our governor of Taraba State, carry give this women demo. Okay, country people, make we receive this call. We go get it back to una. Hello, good morning. What be your name and where you dey call us from?
Good morning. My name is Jimmy. I'm calling from Akwa State.
Okay, Oga Jimmy. Good morning. Thank you for calling. What be your intake concerning the matter on this HIV and AIDS when it be say campaign when our president's wife carry come knack for Taraba State? What if you talk for inside that matter or the second matter?
The matter of shopping for Korea and the woman get my legal husband house say they go in brother place before you know you don't go down something with another man.
Okay, Oga Jimmy, right on, correct.
But I like this. I'm watching the story direct live. That woman what is wrong with you and I'm going from woman.
Oga, no let your people carry touch light always go find you talk small oh.
But I like the story. The woman they talk them say I was a good
the things the story hot now.
This story can't time apart for wasting. I make a carry and come with this in money. Let me lose the rapper, I beg you. Okay, I don't hear you, Oga Jimmy. Thank you very much. As you take to shock you for body, now so you take to shock us now. Make we carry the Tori come nakuna. Kola Jimmy from Akwa Ibom, thank you. Okay, we are from Jalingo, Taraba State, Oga.
Now what we be now our country.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your call, Oga Jimmy. Correct. Thank you. Okay, country people, una don hear am from Oga Jimmy from Akwa Ibom this morning. Him talk say the thing wey the woman do is shock her well for body. Say the woman no supposed to do like that. Make we receive this call before we go draw the curtain this morning. Hello, good morning, and where you dey call us from this morning?
Good morning, I'm calling you from Imo State.
Okay, Oga, thank you. From Imo State, wetin be your name?
My name is Sunday.
Okay, Oga Sunday from Imo State. I beg, I wan make you touch like this matter for us. Now concerning the HIV and AIDS campaign, or now concerning this matter when I just talk now concerning this woman when he leave the husband go knock another person.
Wow, they go back our head for
Amen. Oga Sunday, I like your courage.
The secondly, that woman when you give her husband go with another man, the man fight. Now wow. Our men are advised to attend go book to the wife.
Oga, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
Okay, Oga Sunday, thank you very much. Okay, make I quick receive this one also. Hello, good morning, and where they call us from? Don't forget to tell us your name, join us.
My name is Mr. Lawrence from Anambra.
Okay, Mr. Lawrence from Anambra, I beg also touch like this matter for us this morning. Now concerning the HIV and AIDS, I mean concerning this woman where we go knock another person.
About the woman that somebody's wife.
Okay, please turn down the volume of your radio so that of your television so that I go hear wetin you dey talk well, Oga.
Because now that woman I ain't kill that man.
Hey! Oga don talk you from Anambra country people, correct?
I ain't kill that man because the woman was not the man that was. And that is the reason why his husband is not okay for him. He leaves his husband to another man and kill the man. So the woman has to come to answer.
Thank you very much from Anambra State country people. I don hear am from Oga Sunday Matthew. Dem talk say dis Tori carry wrapper for waist and so they don lose am. Even Oga wey just call from Anambra and say na that woman na fit kill that policeman, say make dem hold am well. Even sef I know say as the husband don see her for inside that state now, e go talk say dis my wife be like say na winch na she carry come dis house yo. The husband too go talk say make dem hold the wife. Okay, country people, I thank una for joining us this morning to follow me touch light this matter. True, the thing where this woman do e no sweet us for body at all. On how the Tori take dey go, country people, we go carry the state. Make una no mind the one when our caller from Akwa Ibom take call us to say the woman from that place na joke, e dey joke. Okay, on how the Tori take end, we go carry come knack una as usual on Some TV. Our callers will be thank una for joining us this morning. Country people, I see the throw away salute once again and I dey wish una happy new week and make una enjoy una week with Some TV. Now for here, I go draw the curtain on the pidgin section of our morning show this morning. I believe say una enjoy our program this morning. My name is Esther Oka Stephen and I thank una for watching una do.
Escape the everyday at DY Scott, a luxurious haven for your hair, nails, and overall well-being. Imagine yourself settling into a plush armchair, the aroma of essential oils and freshly brewed coffee filling the air. Expert stylists meticulously craft your perfect look, whether you're seeking a bold modern style or a classic timeless cut. Beyond the perfect haircut, indulge in a revitalizing manicure or pedicure. Our skilled technicians use only the finest ethically sourced products, ensuring a truly pampering experience for your skin and the planet. Enjoy a refreshing drink, a mojito, chamomile tea, or something bubbly while you unwind in our relaxing atmosphere. Looking to socialize? Challenge friends to a game of table tennis or snooker in our convivial relaxation area. Reconnect with yourself and leave feeling confident, truly pampered and beautifully you. DY Scott is more than just a salon. It's an experience that nourishes your mind, body, and soul. Find us at Roadblock Jalingo, Kona Road, or call 081-4563-6195 to book your appointment today. DY Scott, where style meets serenity.
Are you ready to advance your career in health and management? Higher Ground College of Health and Management Sciences invites ambitious students to pursue excellence in dynamic learning environments. Why choose us? Our institution offers a transformative educational experience, combining education excellence and practical skills. We provide a cutting-edge curriculum with hands-on training, mentorship from industry professionals, networking opportunities for career growth, and leadership development for global impact. The programs offered include BSc, Medical Laboratory Science, Nursing Science, Environmental Health Science, Public Health, Community Health, and Health Economy. We also offer HND in Public Nursing. Our facilities: modern computer and medical labs, research centers and digital libraries, and interactive learning spaces and study zones. Who can apply? Aspiring professionals in health and management can apply. Working individuals seeking career advancement can also apply. International students looking for a global learning environment are also key applicants. Application requirements are 5 SSC credits, including English and Mathematics, German entrance exam scores, medical report, birth certificate, local government industry letter, recommendation letters. Why Higher Ground? We offer work-study programs, flexible payment, and a supportive academic environment. Apply today. Visit www.highergroundcollege.edu or our campuses at Lab opposite VCK Jalingo, Taraba State, and opposite Army Barracks, Tako, Taraba State. Take the first step towards a brighter future. Choose Higher Ground College.
watching Sam TV. Keep watching Sam TV.
Yo, what up, ladies and gentlemen? I go by the name of Diaso. Keep watching Sam TV. Don't skip. Yo, what up, ladies and gentlemen? I go by the name of Diaso. Keep watching Sam TV. Don't skip.
Are you ready to advance your career in health and management? Higher Ground College of Health and Management Sciences invites ambitious students to pursue excellence in dynamic learning environments. Why choose us? Our institution offers a transformative educational experience, combining education excellence and practical skills. We provide a cutting-edge curriculum with hands-on training, mentorship from industry professionals, networking opportunities for career growth, and leadership development for global impact. The programs offered include BSc, Medical Laboratory Science, Nursing Science, Environmental Health Science, Public Health, Community Health, and Health Economy. We also offer HND in Public Nursing. Our facilities: modern computer and medical labs, research centers and digital libraries, and interactive learning spaces and study zones. Who can apply? Aspiring professionals in health and management can apply. Working individuals seeking career advancement can also apply. International students looking for a global learning environment are also key applicants. Application requirements are 5 SSC credits, including English and Mathematics, German entrance exam scores, medical report, birth certificate, local government industry letter, recommendation letters. Why Higher Ground? We offer work-study programs, flexible payment, and a supportive academic environment. Apply today. Visit www.highergroundcollege.edu or our campuses at Lab opposite VCJ Jalingo, Taraba State, and opposite Army Barracks, Tako, Taraba State. Take the first step towards a brighter future. Choose Higher Ground College.
Okay, wow, welcome back to the morning show on Some TV. This is the segment where we'll take stories from Taraba State, our host state, Taraba State. And we're going to be looking at the pages of Taraba newspaper this morning. Taraba newspaper, Taraba News is the, Taraba News is the Taraba most influential newspaper, and it has a wide following in Taraba. And we're going to look at the major stories. One of the stories here is Taraba lawmakers urge to fast-track disability commission bill. That is on page 6 of the Taraba News. We have Taraba sensitizes communities on herders farmers clash. You can find that on page 5 of the Taraba News. We also have a reply Tinubu with my song. I didn't attack him. That is Idris Abdul Karim. Idris Abdul Karim, that is on page 7 of the Taraba News. Then there's this other stories here at the bottom left corner of the Taraba News paper. We have threat to the life of Serkin Ausawa Takum is threat to Takum peace. That is Comrade Victor Dan Usman, Chairman Takum Samba Social Cultural Development Association. That story is on page 3 of the Taraba News. Then the residents of Malan Joda call for urgent road rehabilitation. As a serious one. The picture there is not, is this a road or a gully? Or what is it? That's on page 6 of the Taraba News. Can you see that that road there of residents of Malan Joda calling for urgent road rehabilitation? This is more than a road rehabilitation.
Looking at the road, I can't even call it a road. It looks like a pit. See, I don't think there's any vehicle that can pass this.
Not even human can pass through.
Even humans will find it very hard to pass this kind of place, let alone vehicle. So their cry is a genuine one. So something should be done regarding this because, and you know, one thing, rain is coming now. If something is not done, this place will be flooded, leading to loss of lives and properties. So I feel it should be rehabilitated.
Now there's this story here, cry for justice, the tragic attack on Taraba indigenes in Edo State. And let me still read that story. On the night of February 25, 2025, at approximately 2 a.m., a heinous attack was unleashed upon innocent villagers in Ovia local government area of Edo State. 6 Tarabans who work in a cocoa farm were attacked, all hailing from Kasai Ward in Yoro local government area of Taraba State. Suffered unspeakable brutality, lives were lost, others were left gravely injured, and many remain missing. The pain and anguish inflicted upon these helpless individuals are beyond words. Among the casualties are Solomon Garrison, lost his life in the most human manner. His body was left to decompose unattended, as there was no one to retrieve or bury him with dignity. Others, including Lakini Yusuf, Augustine Bulus, and Madin Dimas, were butchered mercilessly, their body bearing the horrific mark of brutality. Sorun Allah Matthew, though alive, is among those who suffered grief. This would who once have dreams. Now, this is the story of Tarabans doing farm work, in cocoa farming of via local governments in Edo State, and they were brutally attacked by some people. And look at the picture, they are young people.
Very young people.
I begin to wonder why this spate of attacks and on people. We just talk about Sunday Jackson there.
Yes.
There's something similar. This day he was attacked and he had to fight back. Now look at these young men who had inspirations to go and work, to step out of their village, from Euro local government. As a matter of fact, from Kasa Ward in Euro, that want to farm there. I don't know the reason why they could be brutally attacked like this.
For me, I feel it is still in connection with the Uromi killings in Edo State. Looking at people that were brutally attacked because they were hunters, and now this once again. So I don't know, maybe they are seeing that these people that are not from our place are posing as threats to us. But you know, no matter how, they are genuine people. Everybody cannot be bad. They are genuine people that are out there who want to survive, they want to make money, they want to do several things to survive. So I feel this is a bad one. They have left their homes for greener pastures, and they should not be treated like this. So the government should do something about this. People should call for justice, and the perpetrators should be punished.
Yes, and I think the government of Taraba State needs to take this up. These brave young men who have decided against all odds to go and seek for greener pastures outside, they shouldn't be brutalized like this. And I think there's also a need for call that we should begin to respect the fact that people, Nigerians, every Nigerian have a right to live or do business in any part of the country without fear, without being an indigene or not. That was why when this issue came out, I was having discussions with people, and they were like, what were those hunters doing in the place outside of their state? I said, what are you saying? You could be anywhere in any part of the world at any time. And Nigerians travel out of the country, not even talk of Nigerians will bring. So what would they be? Why would someone from Kano be hunting in rivers? I said, there are thousands of northern youths. At least I've gone to some from villages, farm villages in Ogun State and the rest of it. And you find out that the farm workers, the villagers there are few. You find more of these people, Igede, Agatu, Charabans, and the rest of them working their farms. They're living there as farm hands. I said, you may not know, but these people are there, and also people from the far north. They do this work that other peoples are not doing. Yes. And sometimes, but because of the criminal elements, this banditry, they later will say, oh, some people will say they saw some malam in the bush, living in the bush. What are they doing? Yes, and the rest of
language that they are not aware of.
They say they may be kidnappers. Yes. And in this case, I'm sure they took the law into their hands, and this is not fair. I think there's a need to begin the National Orientation Agency needs to begin to speak to Nigerians to understand there's a difference between criminals and people going about their lawful business, and we shouldn't be taking law into our hands.
Yes, I feel that the act has been done, but we should learn from this and ensure that it doesn't repeat itself. It is very pathetic for young people to be facing this kind of discrimination and segregation, just being attacked unprovoked. So we are calling on the government to do something about this. Let justice prevail. And for young people out there, you have to be careful where you go to work, to do business. Ensure that people know that you are at this particular place. Your family members back at home, they know that you have gone to this place to work. There's no, they said you should have to give your location. Some people, you ask them where they are going, they'll say, they come? I'm coming. So it's not a response. Always give your location to people to look out for you in case of anything like this happens.
Okay, thank you very much. And with this, we'll come to the end of this segment of the morning show. And we appreciate everyone that has been part of today's production. And we most especially, we appreciate you that is there watching us on this, from your homes, from your offices, from the markets, from wherever you are across the world watching us. We want to thank you watching us on satellite, watching us on social media, watching us through the internet, watching us through our app. We really want to appreciate you today. And with this, I also want to thank everyone that has participated. Mr. Silas Walu is the studio manager for today. And it's also on the social media, ensuring that everything is posted to the social media. We also have James Atta Emmanuel, the master control operator for today. Thank you for the work, John. And also we have the two beautiful ladies that came for the pigeon section, Mother Esther Oka and Mercy Joro. and they've done justice to the PG section. And with me is Mr. Moses. Thank you very much for your presence today. You're always behind the camera, ensuring that things. So now today you're in front of the camera. So thank you very much for this.